Guess what I got myself for Christmas? A Vitamix Blender. I was doing my research again, except this time I was going about trying to figure out if I was going to make this big consumer purchase or not. Why? Because these things are insanely expensive. They're more than the Canon M50 that I'm filming on right now. But at least with the Canon M50, I can make buttloads of YouTube videos. But guess what? You're in for a treat because I plan on making a lot of Vitamix videos. So before I break open this bad boy, or shall I say bad girl, I want to kind of tell you how I've gone about my research before finally making the jump to purchasing a Vitamix Blender. I want to say at least 2 years I've been googly-eyed at a Vitamix Blender, mostly because I do watch some vegan videos about how to cook vegan. Now, I'm not a vegan, okay? I'm born and raised in Texas, and we do like our beef here. But I also love vegetables, and I do love fruit, but I just don't like all the work that goes into peeling a fruit. I've been wanting a Vitamix Blender for quite some time, and I was just ready to level up my skills in the kitchen. So I decided to get one of these. Now, when I first started watching videos on Vitamix Blenders, and I was hearing about the cost, hell no, these are too expensive. And when I started watching the videos about refurbished blenders and I saw the drastic difference and how they still come with a warranty, I was already shook. Once I did the research on the warranty and there's like a 12 or 15 point inspection that Vitamix puts all of their blenders through to say that it is certified refurbished, I was a little bit more intrigued. Of course, you do kind of go down the rabbit hole of watching YouTube videos to figure out which one that you want. And eventually I just got analysis paralysis. I'm one of these people where I love digital and technology, so normally I would go for the best product out there, which would be the Ascend 3500 or the A3500. And I believe they were about almost $600. The only thing I did not think I was going to like about getting that blender was that there were no physical, buttons or levers like some of the other ones that were a little bit more manual. And eventually I just stopped researching because I was getting that analysis paralysis, and I just decided to jump right in. The refurbished ones are going to be more of the ones that you're going to, I guess, be a little bit more manual with, if that makes any sense. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna start with the cheapest way in, which was refurbished. And then let's see how much I use it, how much I like it. I've heard they can be very noisy. Ultimately, I mean, in a perfect world, I probably want that $1,000 Vitamix Blender that is the quietest with the door over it, like the garage door. But that's a lot of money. That's gonna be when I'm ready to be in a home. I've got a bigger family besides me and my 3-year-old, and obviously when I have a husband that's gonna buy me that $1,000 Vitamix Blender for Christmas or Valentine's Day or my birthday. Or maybe when I get married, I'll put that $1,000 Vitamix Blender on my wedding registry. How about that? What a great idea, right? Just give the gift that keeps on giving. You ready to open up this bad girl? Let's get started. You don't cut towards. You want to count. You want to cut away. I have to hide this in the back of my drawer because I have a 3-year-old that likes to open my drawers. Okay. So when you first open it, this is what you see at the top. I'm assuming all the boxes are going to look like this. Let's see. We're just going to get up close and personal today. Seems to be the only logical way that I could film this. So the first thing that I'm just gonna pull out of this box is, I guess, the instruction manual or the specifications manual. Let's see, can we get that? Okay, there we go. Now, if you flip it to the other side, you're gonna see, I guess, what is their little cookbook or little recipe book. Okay. I think this is just, oh, okay, so that's not really empty, but let's do this. Let's take out, oh my goodness. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. This looks, this looks a lot bigger in person than it did in the videos. Which is maybe a good thing. I don't know, we'll see. Boy, they really got that in there. How the hell do I get that out? I'm still trying to figure out how the heck do I get this out? There we go. Hello. Use the tamper to pull itself out, which is weird, right? Here we go. Putting this on the floor. Such a great unboxing. There's the tamper. Yep. You're just gonna pull it straight up out of the box. So here's the tamper, folks. And here's what's weird. This thing literally feels like a kid's baseball bat. Like, y'all, this could be used as a weapon. I mean, this is some plastic. It's hollow inside, so it's not heavy. Not that I'm disappointed, but I guess watching all these videos, I thought the tamper was gonna be like a rubber item, but I guess not, right? Because it has to be somewhat sturdy to push maybe a difficult type of, you know, like a really thick fruit or vegetable down. So doubles as a weapon. All right, so here's the base. Wow, this is, again, a lot bigger than I thought, but I understand why it's called the low profile, because I guess by the time you would put this on there, this is actually pretty tall. This is bigger than I thought. I couldn't imagine, I think there's another blender that's taller and slimmer. I cannot imagine it being, this thing being any bigger than this. It's gonna have to stay out on my countertops, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess my kitchen height is normal. I have what is considered a small kitchen, but because I have a huge island in my one bedroom, my kitchen actually feels massive. So I only get one back countertop. This is all I have to work with. So I'm gonna have to decide, where's this baby gonna go? I do use my Dash air fryer almost every day. I also have my Nespresso Mini, which I did quit coffee. Okay, I didn't quit coffee. Let's just say Monday through Friday, I don't drink coffee. And I drink this new product called Mud Water. And that'll be in another video because I feel amazing. I might have to put that away. Bye, Nespresso. I love you. Now, I use this every day because this is what I use to have with my mud water, and it's basically like I'm drinking coffee in the morning. It's made by Bodum, which also makes amazing minimalist looking appliances. So this kind of needs to stay out. Mr. Vitamix Blender, here we go. So just to show you how countertop height this is, I mean, they're literal when they say this. I live in an apartment complex, so this is like standard, I guess, height of a countertop. So if I'm working on my Vitamix Blender, right, I'm gonna pull it out because I need the space to open up everything. Then when I slide it, I want you to see, you're gonna have to be careful when you slide it because it looks like there's maybe 1/4 inch right here at the top, okay? It's barely grazing countertop space. And there you go. When you're pulling it out, you also want to be very careful. Now, one of the other things I did notice is, I think it said it's 12 pounds, but it's really not that, I don't feel it's that heavy. Maybe they meant the box was 12 pounds. Like most Vitamix fans, as they say, if you put this away, you're not going to use it. And when you see it every day, you're going to remind yourself how much money you spent on it. Therefore, you're more likely to use it, which is the truth. What I love about this right here, this kind of has like a stain, like a texture on here. I don't know what this is called. Obviously, I love black appliances. They go with everything. Even if you have all stainless steel kitchen, it's gonna look really good. I didn't care for any of the colors, and of course, I think black was still the cheapest. So one of the things I definitely have noticed that you probably can't see on camera is everything is a little dusty from the cardboard. So I definitely give everything a rinse, a rinse off, just to kind of get the dust out of the way. I would say what feels comfortable right now is if you're gonna take the lid off, you probably wanna grab the handle first. I feel like you're just gonna kind of get a better grip when you're kind of lifting this up. So, oh yeah, oh man, that feels pretty solid. Okay, so let me just kind of show you up close what all of this looks like. Here is the top, and here's what it looks like on the bottom. And let's see, if it was sitting up, here's the side. So you kind of have like two sides that lock. And of course, this is the lid where you can, oh, let me see. I have a little bit of nails, so it is a little hard if you have some, my nails are kind of long. So one of the coolest things that I've seen in the Vitamix Blender videos that I've watched is you can actually put items while it's being blended, and that's why there's that little door. The other little trick I've heard is that this can actually be used as a measuring cup, but you can use this if you're gonna add some seasoning, just something very small. If it's a liquid, I wouldn't go through the trouble of putting it in this just to dump it. I can already tell you one of the things that I do love is the rubber grip, not just here, but here. So just to give you a little view of the inside of this blender, I'll try to get up close to the camera. So this is a 64-ounce pitcher. And what I love are the micro increments. So on this side, you have cups, and on this side, you have the ounces. It also has it on the complete opposite side. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the little ribs right here. And the handle is, it's a pretty good grip. Now let me give you a top view of the actual blender base itself. These are all made out of rubber, okay? And of course, this is where the bottom of the blender is gonna go. Look how, this just looks like insane. Like this already, everything about this just feels expensive. So, the one thing I just noticed where the cord was. All right. I'm like, where's the cord? Did I forget it in the box? Nope. I just realized the cord is in the back. The other thing you have here are rubber grips. Now is the fun part of the video. I'm gonna name my Vitamix Blender Meet. I don't know what I'm gonna name her. Her name's Betty. Maybe Big Bertha? I don't know what. Like the ugliest names ever. Black Magic. I plan on making some magic with this thing. So if I do a Vitamix series moving forward, which is a big hint that I'm gonna do a Vitamix series sometime in the future, probably the near future, I'm gonna title it the Black Magic Vitamix series. And this video is gonna be the very first video in my Black Magic Vitamix series. Let's see, mini baseball bat, weapon. So if you have a 3-year-old, hide this from the 3-year-old, especially if they're a boy and they like to hit mommies with things in the head. And let's get to making some black magic.